This is disassembling a 3-inch mud saver valve on the mud saver station. Have an Allen key. This is the lock nut. Make sure you take that out first, or else you won't be able to take it apart. So click as so, and unscrew it out. That is the lock screw. Have a screwdriver handy. Make sure it's big enough for you to be able to get a good grip on it. Under the sleeve there, you should be able to fit it in there, and it will come apart just as so. While doing this, make sure you also check the pressure. Make sure it does not exceed over 400. As soon as it gets to 400, bring it down to 200 or under. Then continue doing this. Again, keeping an eye on the pressure. Make sure it does not exceed 400. Once it gets to 400, release pressure again by the valve on the side. It's right here. And release down to 100 and continue on. Release pressure again. Once it clicks as so, you'll feel it, and once you release pressure, it will all come out together. Once you have done that, push down on the spring and you can release the valve. There's no pressure inside the valve. You can release the spring. Spring should look like that. There should be grease in it. That is the valve. This is the lock nut that goes under the mud saver valve. It goes like that. Once again, that's the nut. And you have just what is this left. It should look like this. Now take out the top part. Take out the top screws. These are the shear pins. They look like that. There's one on each side. Make sure you get both out, or else the sleeve will not release. Again, like that. Here you'll see this little bit here. There's a piece there, and then the screw. If that piece is missing, then the shear pin is no longer useful. That can be garbage or disposed of, however, but make sure it has that piece there. Now you have this. If this does not twist off, you can put it on a vise, secure it, and you can twist it off as so, and it should come off as so, and you have two pieces. You will still have the sleeve in there, the piston along with the cage, and you also have this. So now for disassembling this, which is the spear, you'll put it on the vise. You'll have a little groove here. Make sure you put the vise right here in order for you to hammer the spear out. Once it is in place, use an aluminum rod to hit here, and if you want, you can use some sort of rag to protect the screw here. Try not to hit around here, the carbide, as that is very fragile. Just hit it out. It should slide out quite easily, unless there is something blocking it or something like that, and you will have two pieces here. Now once you have this alone, you will have take out the O-rings. You have 2 O-rings here. One should be on the very top one, then you should have a space, and then you should have another O-ring on the bottom. Right there.
Take the piston off.
Now we're going to go back to the piston. Make sure it's secured on the vise. Again, with the aluminum rod, hit on this side of the piston, and it's hammer it out. It should come out fairly easily until it is loose, and you have the piston. You see that there is the O-ring there as well, and this is the cage here. Now back to the spear. You also have the screw on top. Remove the screw. This should be very tight, so you may have to work with it. Should be in there snug. Should come out like that.
No muestres,
You'll get
no
a ball
muestres.
and a pin. And that is the disassembly of a valve.